Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming at you again with another vid. Now, there has been an urban legend, and that Sugar Ray Leonard had ducked Aaron Pryor. Okay. Now, a lot of people have been speculating this due to the fact that Pryor and Leonard had several sparring sessions together, and the fact that during those sparring sessions, it was Aaron Pryor who's giving Leonard so much work that he could handle, to the point that he even knocked down Leonard several times in sparring. Made him look silly and whatnot. But that's what Aaron Pryor's handlers are saying. But we all know when it comes to sparring, we don't know if this is actually true. Things I don't know if things like that come about, because we all know the sparring sessions usually most of the time they don't get recorded. I mean they do get recorded to some occasions, but probably back in those days, I think it was rare that we even saw a sparring session that's recorded, but they were. But I haven't seen anything on Pryor and Leonard having a sparring session where Leonard got so much that he could handle from Pryor. But anyhow, I want to make this little video right here about the truth behind the Aaron Pryor and Sugar Ray Leonard situation. And I'll let you I'll let you decide from there uh, if it's true or not that Leonard did duck Pryor. But we all know that Aaron Pryor was a great junior welterweight. This is on the heels of them clashing for a bout in 1980. Leonard was coming off his rematch win against Roberto Duran for the welterweight title, which was one of the most infamous fights of all time, where Duran didn't want anymore. He quit in that fight. He uttered the words "no mas, no mas." That's in Spanish for I'll translate that from Spanish to English to "no more," meaning he didn't want no more of Leonard, because Leonard was timing him. He was hitting him with some shots. He was just giving Duran. He was just confusing him, frustrating him to the point that he just gave up. He quit, which was very mind-boggling from a warrior like Duran would do that. Then again, you had Aaron Pryor, who was fighting at 140. He was coming off a knockout win against Gate and Hart, whatnot. So with them two coming off those two wins, the fight between Pryor and Leonard was about to come about. Now, the question is, did Sugar Ray Leonard duck the Aaron Pryor fight? Let's see here. You see that? It says here, Pryor rejects offer. Now, Aaron Pryor, the World Boxing Association WBA Junior Welterweight Champ, has rejected an offer to fight welterweight champion Sugar Ray Leonard because Pryor wanted more money, or wants more money, according to Buddy LaRosa, who was Aaron Pryor's manager at that time. Instead, Pryor signed to fight WBC Junior Welterweight champ Saul Mambe, tentatively scheduled February 7th in Las Vegas, Nevada, said LaRosa. Now, LaRosa said Jenks Morton, one of Leonard's handlers, had offered Pryor $500,000 and later increased to $750,000. Now, there's a video that's also on YouTube that stated that where Pryor actually, after coming off a win against, I forgot who the opponent was, he admitted that he had declined the Leonard fight because he felt he should have got more, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. Well, you see here, he was offered more money to fight Leonard, and he still rejected it. And Leonard at the time was willing to fight Pryor. Okay? So I don't see where Sugar Ray Leonard had ducked Aaron Pryor in this mess, all right? I don't, in the fact that Leonard wanted to fight him not once, but was willing to fight him twice. But we all know that Leonard had to retire due to a detached retina, something that he suffered in a sparring session leading up to the Tommy Hearn fight in 1981. And Tommy Hearns had badly injured that eye at that time. So guess who Aaron Pryor priced himself out against too? Roberto Duran. Okay? Apparently, Aaron Pryor did this again where he wanted more money for the Duran fight. and priced himself out. He sees here that Tony La Rosa, him and his manager had a dispute over that. It says here, quote, Aaron, what are you doing? La Rosa asked. I got you a contract to fight Roberto Duran for $750,000. And then Pryor said, no, I don't want to fight him. My new attorney told me not to sign anything until I work out a new contract. So at that time, La Rosa was fired because of a dispute with one of their other promoters named Smith, I believe. He was being charged for money fraud with Wells Fargo Bank at that time, I believe, and La Rosa was tied into that. So Pryor had fired La Rosa without his knowledge, but at the same time, as you can see, La Rosa uh, had worked out a deal for Pryor to fight Duran. But oh no, Aaron said, no, I want a new deal. I want a new deal. So by the time they actually worked out a deal, he was still offered the $750,000 payday, as you can see right here, but it was gone. Why? Because Pryor had priced himself out, just like how he priced himself out in the Sugar Ray Leonard fight once. All right. Now, I'm not a guy to say that a fighter is not what they work, but help me understand that how in the world did Aaron Pryor say, or people say that Sugar Ray Leonard ducked Aaron Pryor, when the fact that he only made $100,000 for the fight before he was offered the Leonard fight. Okay, back then $100,000 was equivalent to maybe over $500,000 in today's standards, where he could have got $500,000 plus an additional $250,000 when he complained about the purse. That's close to maybe about close to $1.5 million in today's standards if he had taken that fight with Leonard, but he declined it. So in reality, he ducked Leonard back in 1980. Okay, like the same thing he did to Roberto Duran, where he declined that fight. Okay, now again, I'll let you be the judge on this, but obviously it was not Leonard who ducked the fight with Pryor. It was Pryor who ducked Leonard. Okay, like the same thing he did to Duran. Well, I supported the evidence. I gave you the information. So let me know what you think about this. Care to comment, subscribe, share. Signing off. Peace.